Alright, let's try to make a glass and then burn that into this object. I think that would hit it home. So if I go to MIA material, click and drag it out, take this object, go into like frosted glass, maybe 50%. And then that one, I want to make the color green. Oops, and that was reflection, which I'm going to have out of there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I don't want any of the reflectivity, and I can go a little bit, let's say glossiness, and you can see that spectral highlight right there, right? So let's render it. Okay, that should be enough. And if you look at there, you can see the different transparency levels that's occurring. So really that's all I need for the render. Now I'm just going to render it to an actual material or a texture. So here, nothing's changed at all. In this case, I'm just going to go to Batch Bake Mental Ray Square Box, and there we go. Keep this all same. I'm just going to call it Baked Glass so it doesn't overwrite my other one. And I'll go ahead and convert it. Alright, so there we go. This time you can see that it attached it to the object, which is kind of quirky that it didn't before, and now it did. The only thing I would say is, see these little seams right here? That's caused by poor UVs. It's also caused by number of samples only being at 1 and a resolution 512 by 512. So you should definitely up those numbers. They just take a long time to render. If you look at it though, it gave you a kind of an outline or a tune shading to it. So let's say I wanted to make this look more like glass at a texture level. Well, first off, it gave me a Lambert. I need a blend. Okay, so now I have the shine. Another thing, the transparency. Now I can attach a map to transparency, and it would give me that transparency anyway. And in the transparency map, I can attach some kind of noise that kind of looks like this. Alright, so in this case, I like this. White is transparent, black is, no wait a minute, black is opaque, white is transparent in this case. Let's just try this. This is a great noise. You can use it just for about anything. It might need a little bit of tweaking, but if you go in here and save it as a TIFF, as a copy, no layers, call it trans material, none. Now this is totally a shoot in the dark here. Most likely you could just go like that and it's good to go, but so now it's still transparent, but it's got like a depth to it that it didn't have before. So I'll just turn that on high quality rendering, and there we go. Crazy, right? It's got the little texture into it. You can see that. Now if you wanted that to be less transparent, you just go like this. This is what I do. Image adjustment exposure and expose it down. Then back at Maya, you just reload the texture. Perfect. So why would you do this? Why would you make it so that the whole thing is ran by texture? It increases render time like 8-fold. This thing has nothing. There's no mental ray, there's no nothing attached to it. I can render it real time if I wanted to, and that is why you would do it. Anything that's in your scene that you can lean up, get rid of your MIA materials, get rid of all your fancy stuff, and burn it into the object, no matter if it's video game or CG related, you should do so, and it increases your workflow tenfold. So that's why. Alright, so that is the how to transfer a texture over to produce a glass. Enjoy.